And now, the class of 2017. Graduates, please remove your caps. Will everyone please be seated? Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Keene, Chairman of the Rollins College Board of Trustees.
Good morning. Good morning. A great day for Rollins, a great day for the Hamilton Holt Schools and you graduates. It's my privilege to extend a warm welcome to the Hamilton Holt School graduates on this very special day, and to your families and your friends. In this 132nd year of Rollins College and the 57th year of the Hamilton Holt School, we convene to honor you, our graduates. It was 50 years ago this past August that I entered this campus at Rollins as a freshman. I owe most, if not all, of my success in life and ability to now give back to my invaluable Rollins education and experience. I would like to introduce my fellow trustees who are with me today on the stage and ask them to stand briefly. Dr. John Fuller, Allen Ginsberg, Kelly Johnson, Dr. Susan Johnston, David Lord, and Jack Myers. Thank you for being with me. The invocation will be given by Reverend Katrina Jenkins, Dean of Religious Life. Following the invocation, our president, Dr. Grant Cornwell, will preside. Welcome.
Good morning. Following my invocation, I'm going to leave a moment of silence for you all to just take a moment to reflect and end the prayer in whichever way that you choose to. Please join me in the spirit of prayer. Most gracious one, we thank you as we gather to celebrate the Holt School class of 2017. We thank you because there is so much pride and hope in the audience today. We thank you for the family, friends, faculty, and staff who have been an instrumental part of their journey. We thank you for the gift of education, and may they just use their gifts well. Please bless all the graduates. May this be a time for reflection of their education, joy in the accomplishment, and peace for the path which lays before them. Amen.
Well, good morning, class of 2017 and your great families. Graduates, today we celebrate your achievement in your life's journey. You are now part of Rollins history, our family and noble legacy forever. At Rollins' first commencement ceremony, now 127 years ago, just 2 proud graduates received their bachelor's degree. The college has grown larger, but our commitment to each of our students as individual learners remains unchanged. You're a diverse group, ranging in age from 21 to our 76-year-old graduate, Mrs. Vivian Carrington. You may be the first in your family to graduate from college, or you may be continuing your education, adding another degree. We applaud your dedication, exemplified by Bonnie Fisher Pruitt, who started taking classes at Rollins over 40 years ago and is finishing today. We applaud the support you've received from your families. For some of you, truly, this is a family celebration. Today's graduates include mother and daughter, Janet and Tiffany Brunson. We know of the many demands you have had to balance: your studies, your work, your families and friends, and your civic responsibilities. Your successful management of those challenges makes your achievement today all the more gratifying. As Rollins' 8th president, Hamilton Holt, said, quote, "A school or college can aid, clarify, stimulate, and point out the way, but the work in the end must be done and the path must be trod by the individual." You have our deepest respect. You have earned a Rollins degree, a degree of substance and significance. We hope you will use your education to meet the new challenges and discover new opportunities, and to represent Rollins proudly, for we are very proud of you. We look forward to your future achievements and your continued bond with Rollins, your alma mater. In a few short minutes, I will be honored to count you among our legions of distinguished Rollins alumni. Now, Dr. Susan Singer, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, will present special honors and recognitions. Thank you.
Rollins values teaching excellence. Each year, the students of the Hamilton Holt School recognize an outstanding professor. The Walter E. Barden Distinguished Teaching Award is named in honor of one of the Holt School's most beloved instructors. The Barden Award is presented by this year's Student Government Senator, Shannon Connor, on behalf of the students. Would Shannon please come forward? Would Josephine Balzac please come forward? Yay. Come on over here. Josie is a visiting assistant professor in the Department of Business. She earned her Juris Doctorate degree from Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University College of Law and her Master of Laws degree from the George Washington University Law School. Students consistently reflect their high regard for her engaging teaching methods, her passion and enthusiasm about the subject matter, and her inclusivity and appreciation for dialogue and discussion. Please join me in congratulating Josie on this well-deserved recognition. The Daniel and Kyle Riva Distinguished Faculty Award was created to recognize a family member who has exhibited outstanding service to the Hamilton Holt School and a commitment to adult learning, as demonstrated through research, teaching, and service. Kyle Riva, Hamilton Holt School Board of Advisors, will assist with the presentation of this award. We are pleased this year to recognize Dr. Catherine Norsworthy as the 2017 recipient of the Daniel and Kyle Riva Distinguished Faculty Award. Dr. Norsworthy is a professor of counseling in the graduate mental health counseling program. She was selected to receive this honor in recognition of her long-term support of the Hamilton Holt School, both as past faculty director and as an advocate for adult students at both the undergraduate and graduate level. Please join me again in congratulating Catherine. The next award is presented to the counseling graduate who has been nominated by the faculty and his or her fellow students for outstanding academic ability, contributions to the department and student colleagues, commitment to the profession, and promise of career achievement. Dr. Catherine Norsworthy, Professor of Counseling in the Department of Graduate Studies, who you just met, will assist in presenting this award. Would Estefany Rodriguez please come forward? Estefany exemplifies the qualities, commitment, and professional engagement of an outstanding graduate counseling student. While completing her master's degree in clinical mental health counseling graduate program, she regularly distinguished herself through her community-based advocacy and social justice activities, skillful clinical work, and through her academic performance. She graduates today with a GPA of 3.92. She has demonstrated initiative, creative problem solving, and leadership in sharing her perspectives on diversity, social justice, and clinical issues. Her experience has included work as a social change advocate for Safe House of Seminole and a consumer advocate for the Mental Health Association of Central Florida. Recently, she completed her clinical internship at the House Next Door, a family counseling center in DeLand, where she was selected to receive advanced training to work with clients who had experienced sexual trauma. Estefany has also served Rollins College as a graduate assistant for 2 years in the Center for Inclusion and Campus Involvement. She also obtained social justice experience during her pre-practicum in the Title IX office and has served as a campus safe zone ally. We are proud to recognize Estefany as the 2017 Outstanding Graduate for the Master of Arts in Counseling program. Professors Alex Boguslawski, Ed Cohen, Greg Gardner, Roger Way, and Maria Ruiz are retiring and will be formally elevated to emeritus status at the college commencement ceremony tomorrow. I ask them to please stand. Please join me in applauding their many contributions to the academic life of Rollins College and the success of their students. I now invite President Cornwell to present a special recognition.
Thank you, Susan. Dean Richard, would you please rise? Many of you know that Dean Richard is retiring from deanship at the end of this term to return to teaching full-time. This morning, we wish to express our appreciation for his service as Dean of the Hamilton Holt School. In the 5 years you have served as Dean of the Holt School, you have applied your great energy to meeting the evolving needs of our Holt students, introducing new undergraduate majors and inaugurating new graduate programs, some of which are celebrating their first graduates today. You've been a passionate advocate for diversity, forging partnerships with organizations such as the Hispanic Heritage Scholarship Fund, Elevate Orlando, Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Florida, and Hope Community Center. To assure student success, you created the Rollins Evening Emerging Leaders Program to provide mentoring and support. And recognizing that education does not conclude with the receipt of a diploma, you conceived the award-winning Center for Lifelong Learning, offering certificates in areas such as instructional design and enrichment courses for senior TARs. It was the college's 8th president whose commitment to lifelong learning also inspired the naming of the Hamilton Holt School. The Hamilton Holt Award was established by the Board of Trustees of Rollins College in his memory, instructing, and I quote, "The award can be given to the famous or the unknown, It can be given to those who have moved mountains or those who have painted miniatures. It must, however, always be given to those who have in some way shown that anyone, anywhere, guided by truth and armed with honesty, can find his own true destiny. I now present you with the medal. And now, Dean Richard will introduce our outstanding graduating senior.
Thank you. You give a guy an award and then he's got to read something. That's tough. Okay. I just wanted to say congratulations, everybody. You have my enduring respect, and really, it's just a wonderful thing to see all of you here, so congratulations. Each year, the Holt School faculty directors select an outstanding graduating senior to address the graduates. Selection of this outstanding graduate is based on superior academic achievement, leadership, and service to the Holt School and to the community. The 2017 Outstanding Graduating Senior is Michelle Toney. Will you please come forward? Ms. Andrea Massey-Farrell, Chair of the Hamilton Holt School Board of Advisors, will present the award. Michelle is graduating summa cum laude 4.0 grade point average with a major in English. She was also recognized by the department as the recipient of the award for outstanding academic achievement and engagement in English. She earned honors in English with her thesis on threshold concepts of writing, consulting, and the role in transfer and writing consultant education. She was subsequently invited by Suzanne Robertshaw, coordinator of TJ's Writing Center, to create and co-lead 2 peer educator training sessions for writing consultants and tutors in writing intensive classes. Michelle has been a true ambassador for Rollins College and the Hamilton Holt School. She worked with Dr. Eric Kenyon, Director of Student and Faculty Engagement, to create a new student orientation video which introduced students to available opportunities and resources. She also worked with Rebecca Widmer, Director of Annual Giving Programs, to represent the Holt School in the You Are the Reason giving campaign. Please join me in recognizing Michelle Toney as the 2017 Outstanding Graduating Senior.
Say congratulations.
President Cornwell, Rollins trustees, esteemed faculty, honored guests, and fellow graduates, it is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. It was in a British literature course taught by Dr. Ed Cohen, who retires this month after 50 years of sharing his love for Victorian poetry with generations of Rollins students, that I first read Aurora Leigh, Elizabeth Barrett Browning's novel poem about a young woman's journey to become a writer. In wanting a career, Aurora Leigh challenges Victorian-era societal expectations for women. Though her aunt and her cousin Romney insist that her place is in the home and that her desire to become a poet is unrealistic, she refuses their limitations, stating, "I choose to walk at all risks." When my youngest daughter, Autumn, was 8, she was preparing for company auditions at a local dance studio. While I supported her decision to audition, she had only been dancing for a year, and I was worried that she would be heartbroken if she wasn't chosen. As she danced in front of me, practicing the routine that she choreographed herself, I asked her nervously, "Autumn, what will you do if you don't make it?" She stopped, shrugged her shoulders, and said, "I'll just try again next year," and went right on dancing. When I met Aurora Lee in Dr. Cohen's class, I saw my Autumn, the little girl who refused to be limited by fear of failure, the little girl who would walk at all risks. For almost 20 years, I had my dream job. I was a homeschool mom. Educating my daughters, Scarlett and Autumn, was everything I'd hoped it would be, and I enjoyed sharing my love of learning with them, especially my love of literature, history, art, and music. However, I found myself facing early retirement in 2013 when Autumn graduated from high school and headed off to college. Wanting to finish the academic journey I had begun as a traditional college student 30 years earlier, and hoping to discover what new calling lay ahead, I enrolled in the Hamilton Holt School as an English major. When I started at Rollins, I was super excited. A bookworm and a grammar nerd, I imagined myself reading and writing about great literature and learning more about the English language that I loved so much. But I was also scared, an introvert. I was afraid of meeting new people, of speaking up in class discussions, of participating in group projects, and I was terrified of giving speeches. I was afraid that the younger students would wonder what I, a 47-year-old woman with 2 college-aged daughters, was doing on their campus. The risk was palpable, almost paralyzing. It would have been easy to let those feelings determine my path, to let them keep me from finishing the education that meant so much to me. But then I pictured Autumn, the little girl who dared to try, despite the risk of failure, and I chose to take the risk. So I did what many of us do when we need a little encouragement. I gave myself a pep talk. Before heading out the door to class, I'd say things like, "You can do this, it's gonna be okay, you can do it," over and over and over again. But I didn't stop there. Driving down I-4 from Lake Mary to Rollins, I'd listen to Don't Judge, the Rocky theme song. I really did. I would have it on repeat, desperately trying to build myself up in that 30-minute drive to make the walk from my car to the classroom. Now, you may not have needed a theme song to get to campus, but I know you worked hard to get where you're sitting today. I know that those first steps, those early decisions, were probably some of the most daunting you've ever known. I know because we're Holt students. Our community comes from all walks of life, and however we got here, wherever we came from, whether it was from a 9-to-5 job, an hour-long commute, a screaming toddler, or aging parents, we got here. We took the risk. But it wasn't just the self-encouragement that kept me going. It was the encouragement I received from others. In challenging me to go beyond what I thought I could do, Dr. Lucy Littler and Dr. Patrick Fleming helped me to believe in myself and push past my self-imposed limitations. Though I had always been confident in my writing ability, as a first-year student, I suddenly felt unsure, wondering if I had what it takes to succeed here. There was risk in handing in that first paper. I was worried that I wasn't good enough, that I didn't really understand the concept that I was trying to explain. I spent hours writing and revising, wanting to tear my hair out, and crying tears of frustration. And then Dr. Littler's feedback came, an A, and the request to use my paper as an example. Just one semester later, you can imagine my surprise when I looked over a handout in Dr. Fleming's class and realized that the example of a good close reading was my own. Their encouragement and support spurred me on to take even more risks and to embrace even greater challenges. It's amazing what can happen when you're willing to take a risk and do the thing that scares you. When I introduced myself to a student doing her homework in an otherwise empty classroom, instead of hiding behind my book and saying nothing, I met Darlene Johnson, a fellow English major who quickly became my best friend. As my confidence grew, so did my community. Rather than fearing the drive to campus, I looked forward to it, and risk began to look less like fear and more like opportunity. When I interviewed for a job as a writing consultant at Rollins' Tutoring and Writing Center, instead of worrying about the fact that I had not been on a job interview since 1990, I not only gained a mentor and a friend in Susie Robertshaw, the center's coordinator, but I found that calling I was looking for, writing center administration. And the list goes on. When Dr. Martha Chang, my language studies professor and English department advisor, told me, "Michelle, you can do this," I overcame my initial panic and accepted the challenge of writing a 65-page honors in the major thesis. And when Dr. Matthew Forsyth, my editing essentials professor and thesis director, told me, "Michelle, you really should consider graduate school," I moved past my fear of rejection and applied to the University of Central Florida's master's program in rhetoric and composition. As I look back on my time here, I see great novels, fascinating literary and language theory, and inspiring poetry. But I also see that a major part of my education has been about my relationship to risk. Yes, I still get scared when facing a new challenge, but I also get excited. Like Aurora Lee, like Autumn, I choose to walk at all risks. As we walk across this stage, we celebrate what we've accomplished, but we also look ahead to face new risks, new unknowns, new challenges, and for that, I'm grateful. But before we proceed, I think it's important to remember that we don't take this walk alone. As we celebrate our achievements, we also celebrate the people who helped us get here, our families, our professors, our friends, and our classmates. These people encouraged us to do what, at one time, we thought we could not. They encouraged us to walk at all risks. So, on behalf of the class of 2017, thank you, family and friends, for supporting us on this amazing adventure. Thank you, Rollins administration and staff, for providing us with opportunities to explore our interests, develop our talents, and serve others. Thank you, Rollins faculty, for investing in us and inspiring us with your teaching. Finally, thank you, fellow graduates, for building camaraderie both within our cohort and throughout our campus. Fiat Lux.
To bring greetings to the graduates and deliver the commencement address, I am pleased to introduce Michael Napolitano. You may not immediately recognize his name, but you certainly know of him. Michael was born in Massachusetts and moved to Florida at age 11. He graduated from Oviedo High School. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in anthropology from the University of Central Florida. He was named the Lawrence J. Chastain Global Fellow and was recognized for excellence in the showcase of undergraduate research there. In 2012, he entered the Orlando Police Academy. He has served as an Orlando Police Department officer since 2012 and has been a SWAT team member since 2015. He is active in community outreach efforts on behalf of OPD and assists with new officer training and orientation. You may know of him because of the tragic events at the Pulse nightclub last year. Michael was one of the first SWAT team members who responded to those events. He is also the brave soul whose life was saved by his Kevlar helmet. He is truly a hero and one of our own, a living reminder of the sacrifices so many bear in service to the protection of others. Please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Napolitano.
Thank you. Good morning, class of 2017. Thank you, Dean Richard, President Cornwell, trustees, distinguished faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends, and of course, thank you, graduates. And since it's Mother's Day weekend, I just want to take a moment to recognize all the mothers out there and thank them as well. When Dean Richard asked me to give a commencement speech for the Hamilton Holt School, my initial reaction was, well, that's awesome. So I said yes, of course. Shortly after that, I realized I had no idea how to give a commencement speech. I thought back to when I graduated, and I tried to remember the speaker from that day, and I can honestly tell you I don't remember a single word. So with that in mind, I realized I should be as brief as possible and try my best to leave you with something you can take with you today, other than your degree, which of course is the reason why you're all here. All you have to do is make it through this speech and hope that if you do nod off, the person next to you will be nice enough to wake you up before it's your turn to walk. But please rest assured, I watched a handful of commencement speeches on YouTube to prepare for this, and I almost made it all the way through one of them. In all seriousness, it is a great honor and privilege to be able to address all of you on what is beyond a doubt one of the most important days of your lives. Today, and what is probably the most expensive piece of paper you will ever receive, represents something very important. It's the completion of a goal. For some of you, this goal may have been set a few years ago, others maybe closer to a decade, and some of you perhaps have been striving towards this your entire life. And there are probably many of you like me whose parents had this goal in mind for you before you were even born, which makes this an achievement literally a lifetime in the making. So now you're all about to take the first step towards your next goal, whatever that may be. You've proven yourselves in the academic world, and now you're ready to prove yourselves to the real world. As I'm sure most of you already know, the world can be a rough place. And sometimes it seems like it does its best to stop you from achieving your goals. But soon you're going to have physical proof that you can tough it out. You can work and go to school. You can cram for a test the night before and still pass. You can ace the midterm paper. And you might even have done all this while raising a family. You've got what it takes. Sometimes the world tries to make you forget that, but don't let it, because you know better. When I thought about what I might say to you today to help prepare you for that next step, 3 stories from my life and the lessons I learned from each came to mind. And I hope you'll find some value in them as I have. When I was in my early 20s, I started to get into boxing. It started out in a friend's garage hitting mitts. Neither of us really had any experience. We learned what we could from books and television. And then we started sparring until finally I thought we actually started to get pretty decent. So I decided I wanted to join a boxing gym to take my training to the next level. And then with proper teaching, lots of sparring, and a lot of headaches, I did get better. And that led to the next logical step, which was to compete in an amateur boxing match. I figured, why not? I've been training. I might as well put all that towards something. So I prepared myself for a few months, and I thought I was ready. But when that day finally came, I felt like I wasn't ready at all, and I absolutely didn't want to go through with it. But I showed up anyway, started warming up, and tried to convince myself to go through with it, even though I really didn't want to do it anymore. At this point, boxing seemed like the stupidest idea I'd ever had. Now, on the outside, I was playing it cool, I was calm, stone cold, but in my head, I was cursing myself out. It's like, why? Why would you want to do this? Why did you think this was a good idea? You're such an idiot. That self-beratement went on until it was time for me to get in the ring, and even though I absolutely did not want to go through with it, I still got in the ring when they called my name. Once that bell rang, all that fear and doubt was gone, and I fought my heart out for 6 minutes. It's 3 2-minute rounds. I lost that fight. It was a close match, but the other guy edged me out. I knew I had to fight again. I couldn't go out like that, so I signed up for another one. I hated myself just as much on the second fight as I did for the first one. The fear and self-beratement all the same, but I forced myself into the ring again, and again with the sound of the bell, I let it all go. I lost that fight too. Worse than the first one, it wasn't even close, completely one-sided, and I still don't know how I was able to get that exhausted in just 6 minutes. But I knew I had to do it again. I had to get just at least one win. I knew I had to do it. And then I realized that my goal had evolved. It started with just learning to box, and then became getting better at it, and then evolved to wanting to take a fight, and then that all led to the goal of me wanting to win. That was my ultimate goal for boxing, just winning one fight. I knew I didn't have a career in it, but I also knew I had to do that. Maybe that goal had really been there all along, but now that I consciously realized it, I couldn't ignore it. I thought to myself, if only I had won that first match, I wouldn't have to keep doing this to myself. So I did a lot more sparring and got a lot more headaches and forced myself into the ring one more time. And this time I won, and it wasn't close. I was in control of the fight the whole time, and I knew I was winning. And after that fight, I felt like a champ, even though it was only an amateur fight. So I retired from boxing with a solid 1-2 record, but I never forgot what I learned about myself in the ring. And I realized the importance of finding something you're afraid to do and then doing it. The next 2 stories are shorter, don't worry. A few years ago, I took a trip up to New York City to visit a friend of mine. I was there for 4 days, and on the last day, I found myself having a very difficult time saying goodbye to a girl I had only just met. She was incredible. She was beautiful, funny, smart. She's an architect. We had instant chemistry, and I couldn't believe how much I liked her after knowing her for only a few short days. And the thing was, she really liked me too. So after a long and impossibly hopeless hug goodbye at the train station, I knew I had to figure out when I could see her again. And I knew it seemed crazy. 1, I barely knew her, and 2, I was talking about a long-distance relationship. Those never work. I was dumb to even consider it. How could I build a relationship with someone who was so far away, so out of reach? But I couldn't help myself, and within a month, I was back up there to visit her. And it was amazing. Before I knew it, I was in a very serious long-distance relationship. We were texting constantly, Skyping, flying back and forth, just about every month. And a quick side note, on our first Skype date, I had a bottle of wine delivered to her apartment. In case any of you guys ever in that situation, it worked out really well. So anyway, the long-distance relationship only lasted about a year. That's because she moved down to Orlando, Florida from Manhattan, New York, just to be with me. Still not sure how I pulled that off. But if you fast forward through a few years of me dragging my feet, now we're married. I never would have thought, thank you. I never would have thought a long-distance relationship could have worked out so well. And I learned that nothing is out of reach as long as you reach for it. This last one is the shortest, but also the most important. I've been fortunate enough to be a member of the SWAT team for 2 out of my 5 years with the Orlando Police Department. My time with the team has been, without a doubt, the most fulfilling part of my career. Learning and truly understanding what it is to be part of a team is invaluable. No task, no obstacle, no goal is impossible when you are a part of a good team. And when you put your teammates before yourself and always trust each other, you become part of an unstoppable force. Now, that's not easy to do. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of time training together, but what you will gain is exponentially greater than the individual effort you have to put in. That's how we made it through the longest night of our lives. It was at the Pulse nightclub tragedy that teamwork proved to be a truly magnificent force. Everybody played an important role. We all trusted and relied on each other. We drew strength and courage from one another. We all put the team and the mission before ourselves, even though we all knew the great danger we were in. And teamwork is undoubtedly what got us through that night. If you can find a place for teamwork in your professional and personal lives, you will definitely be better off for it. So if I can just leave you with 3 pieces of advice today, they are: 1, find something you're afraid to do and then do it. 2, remember nothing is out of reach as long as you reach for it. And 3, with teamwork, you can overcome any obstacle. Now, as the last obstacle between you and your degree, I'm going to get out of your way. Thank you, and congratulations.
We will now confer degrees.
Yeah.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise? Mr. President, I now have the honor of presenting to you the candidates who have been recommended by the faculty for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Rollins College, I do hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts. With all the attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities, congratulations. As each of your names is called, please come forward to accept your diploma, and we invite your family and friends to stand.
Chance Abney, Bachelor of Arts. Brittany Alfonso, Bachelor of Arts. Carla Osherman, magna cum laude. Courtney Austin. Jao Avila, summa cum laude. Emilia Ayala. Tracy Barber. Brett Bartelson, magna cum laude. Adrian Bedoya. Nicholas Benincasa. Diana Bernhardt. Amber Berthoff, magna cum laude. Judy Brooks, cum laude. Alexandria Brown. Janet Brunson, summa cum laude. Tiffany Brunson. Tatiana Birch. Chantel Cade, summa cum laude. Lisa Caldiz. Reginald Calhoun, Sr. Vivian Carrington. Shakib Cherney. Natasha Cintron, magna cum laude. Richard Clifton III. Marjorie Colas. Clay Calling. David Costantino. Angela Marie Cox. Christina Crossman Davis. Gabriel Cuesta. Christopher Cuevas. William Cummins, Jr., cum laude. Ethan Curtis, cum laude. Josie Ellen DaCosta. Heather Darby. And Denise DeMorn. Cristina Dos Santos. Ashley Duvey, cum laude. Ingrid Egerly, magna cum laude. Sammy El Mameri. Kristen Espinoza. Jennifer Estrada. Deirdre Feliciano. David Finnegan. John Fisher II. Bonnie Fisher Pruitt, summa cum laude. Taylor Foley. Tracia Fox. Natalie Franco. Haley Jo Fuller. Natasha Gay, cum laude. Matthew Gertstein, magna cum laude. Ana Teresa Gomez Camarina. Elizabeth Guardado. Mary Gunderman. Miriam Gutstein. Seth Holman. Brian Hassel. Karen Hayes, cum laude. Heather Henning. Kimberly Henry. Olivia Hill, cum laude. Denise Holdridge, magna cum laude. Alexandra Holt, summa cum laude. Amber Horn, summa cum laude. Matthew Hunt. Bradley Hurd. Craig Hilton, summa cum laude. Lori Iconi. Alessandra Ingram. Emily Jasko, magna cum laude. Duverson Jean. Chanel Jaloshan. Daniel Jimenez, cum laude. Christina Kelso, magna cum laude. Elendina Dagatano, magna cum laude. Soroya Curtin. Yasmin Lamour. Jacqueline A. Lee. Nicholas LaRue. Joseph Long. Brian Lucas, cum laude. Ruth Luna. Elisa Lutz, summa cum laude. Emma Lysick, magna cum laude. Maurice Maduro. Stephanie Mays, cum laude. Melanie Markham. Trevor May. Tisa Mays. Scott McClammer. Nathaniel McClellan. Paige McFarland. Nicole McGee. Patrick McLean. Fabian McMillan, magna cum laude. Isabella Miles. Marisol Mendez. Gisette Morales. Joseph Morales. Catherine Soto. Maria Taina Morales. Miguel Morales. John Morrison, cum laude. Taylor Mueller. Taylor Muncy, Trina Muncy. Chet Murray. Paula Naranjo. Neil Ortiz. Lorena Pastrana. Daniel Pedroza, cum laude. Jesse Perez. Shelby Phillips. Diego Avalos. Nicole Pulido. Robert Quintero. Gilbert Ramos, magna cum laude. Katrina Ray, cum laude. Juan Rencinos. Karen Reed. Jordan Reynolds. Melissa Rivera, magna cum laude. Cassandra Rispoli. Spencer Ridgey, magna cum laude. Cindy Montero. Carolina Rodriguez. Starcy Rodriguez. Michael Ross. John Ruggiero. Marcello Saldivar. Mina Shahid. William Schulman. Chad Sigmunt. Jonathan Simmons. Emily Smith. Liam Smith, magna cum laude. Hannah Snedden. Sarah Snow. Ilaf Susie Tomley. Megan Spano. Patrick Sullivan. Tanya Talent. Diana Todd. Michelle Tony, summa cum laude. Selva Villahermosa. Megan Vitale. Matthew Walker. Hannah Ward. Daniel Warnke. Darrell Webb, Jr. Bailey Welsh. Bryant Williams. Gloria Savala Piazzano. Yu Zhao, magna cum laude. Christopher Zygo. Nicholas Zinicola, cum laude.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Education please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Health Services Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Human Resources please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Liberal Studies please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Applied Behavior Analysis and Clinical Science please rise? I now have the honor of presenting to you the candidates who have been recommended by the faculty for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Health Service Administration, Master of Human Resources, Master of Liberal Studies, and the Master of Applied Behavior Analysis and Clinical Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Rollins College, I do hereby confer upon you the respective degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Health Services Administration, Master of Human Resources, Master of Liberal Studies, and Master of Applied Behavioral Analysis. You all get all of those. With all of the attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities, as each of your names is called, please come forward to accept your diploma. We invite your friends and family to stand.
There are some things which I don't know how to pronounce, but I've asked for phonetic pronunciations of. The degrees?
I'm sorry.
Jennifer Dara, Master of Arts, Applied Behavior Analysis and Clinical Science. Christina Greco. Sabrina Mali. Kristen Morris. Brianna Sniffen with honors. Master of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Nadia Bagani. Caitlin Bradbury. Monique Brown. Caitlin Christensen. Holly Golden. Monica Harder. Nicole Inclan. Please don't talk to me. Wendy Kimmelman. Oriana Marquez. Jamima McMahon. Catherine Olson. Teresa Pilacek. Stephanie Potoff. Rachel Restrepo. Stephanie Rodriguez. Brittany Rose. Dilcia Saldana Wilmot. Shanira Sanchez. Danielle Slack. Willow Smith. Luis Iris Soto. Melissa St. Clair. Alexandra Telford. Oisa Vanderberg. Samantha Vohringer. Amy Wagner. Master of Arts in Teaching, Sarah Guilford. Nicholas Malashenko. Masters of Education, Robin Nadine Azuz McClendon, with honors. Rebecca Farmer. Masters of Health Services Administration, Donna Chambers. Anissa Henson. Gregory Lamonji, with honors. Jerry Muscadin. Lorena Pabon, with honors. Jean Reynolds. Terry Richard. William Rodriguez, Jr. Aaron Sasportas. Abigail Seelinger. Holly Tannehill. And Jody Woodling, with honors. The Master of Human Resources, Lenny Barrett. Milka Narisa Bowie, with honors.
We play Scrabble tonight, Carl!
Kathleen Brown, with honors. Camila Correa. Earl DeSacta. Charmaine DeGlass, with honors. Michael Dill. Amelia Fantini. Dilcia Fernandez. Michael Fernland. Danielle Gall, with honors. Laura Headley, with honors. Amanda Hendrickson, with honors. Stuart McGilvray. Bradley Plashtek. Molly Pruitt. Patrice Tate, with honors. Peter Willem Van Zyl, with honors. Joseph Vecchione. Christopher Whitlock. And Garrett Yount, with honors. Masters of Liberal Studies, Jessica Harris. Christopher Ramsey. Patricia Schoen. Jamie Schwinn. And Arthur Traver.
Helps on the Spanish or something.
Please join me in recognizing our graduates. And now graduates, would you please rise and turn and recognize your families and your faculty and thank them? And now, if everybody may remain standing, I invite everyone to join in the singing of the first verse of the Alma Mater, the words of which are to be found on the back page of your program. The Alma Mater will be led by vocal graduates from the Department of Music. Please remain standing for the benediction given by Reverend Jenkins.
And now for the benediction. Go forth to do the good work before you. Be tireless. Seek the common good. Love and nurture the people and things that you value. Attend to your work with integrity so that you believe may be what you do. And when you feel that you might become defeated, think back on today and know that you have already accomplished much. May your lives be a blessing to all. Amen.
Amen.
Graduates, please replace your caps. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left, signifying your new status. Following the recessional, we invite you and your families to a reception in your honor in the Cornell Campus Center. It has truly been a privilege to share in your education. Fiat Lux.